So just take that with a grain of salt, guys. And I won't go too much further on that. I think we've spent way more time than this thing deserves. But let's go to the next one. All right, the next one's a big one. The next one is Kevin Feige's post-credit scene reveals plans for X-Men and Spider-Man in the MCU way back as far as 2008, guys. So I have made videos about mutants being in the MCU already. They are already in the MCU, and I have proved it. I have verified this myself. I've done the research. I've shown you guys the footage, the video clips, the images throughout the MCU, and this is something that I'm very proud of. But if you haven't seen that, the long and short of it is that from day one, I have been saying they have been planning mutants all along, even though they didn't have the rights to do so legally. They have been just prepping and planning. Well, this scene right here, this end credit scene, this post credit scene from Iron Man 1 was an alternate version of the end credit scene we did get. And in this one, you can hear Samuel L. Jackson's lines were referencing mutants directly, not miracles, but mutants, which are the same thing, but you have to make that distinction legally. And then radioactive bug bites, which refers to Spider-Man. And this is 2008, which meant they were talking about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and the Hugh Jackman X-Men verse. So let's go ahead and take a look
have a vault
at this.
Have a vault. And we pulled some things out of that vault that we said, we'll never show this to anybody. Put it away. We're bringing them out. We're putting them on this disc. And I'm about to show you a deleted scene that has never been seen by anyone before right now. Thank you again so much and enjoy.
Listen up.
As if gamma accidents, radioactive bug bites, and assorted mutants weren't enough. I have to deal with a spoiled brat who doesn't play well with others and wants to keep all his toys to himself.
Who the hell are you?
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Well, what are we avenging?
Whatever the hell we want. Gamma accidents, radioactive...
Check this out.
As if gamma accidents, radioactive bug bites, and assorted mutants weren't enough.
Did you hear that? As if gamma accidents, radioactive bug bites, and assorted mutants weren't enough. He references Hulk, Spider-Man, and mutant kind in general. That's freaking amazing. And this was 2008. And John, I want to call someone out here. John Campea, I'm a huge fan. I listen to him all the time. I watch all of his YouTube videos. I am constantly in the loop with the guy. I disagree with him a lot, but I do listen to him all the time. He's very reliable. But he has this thing always annoyed me so much was that he would always, whenever the topic came up about mutants in the MCU, he would go, nope, there's no mutants. There's no such thing. Mutants are not in the MCU. There's miracles, but those are not at all the same. And Wanda and Pietro, no, they're not mutants. They were never mutants. They can't be mutants because legally they can't be mutants. No. They are mutants. They are in fact mutants. They always have been mutants. The MCU planned them to be mutants. Kevin Feige wants them to be mutants, but they couldn't legally say mutants. So what they did was they had the bad guy, the Hydra scientist, call them miracles because they were obsessed with their power. They wanted to weaponize them and use them as weapons, which they did in the MCU. To them, they were miracles. And they did not have to use the words mutants. That's how they got around it legally. It's called loopholes, people. And John Campea was dead wrong about that from day one. And this footage proves it. Kevin Feige had that plan from day one, from Iron Man 1. He planned mutants with the word mutants to be in the MCU if they could make that happen one day. They had Spider-Man in mind. They had all the including the Hulk. You'll note that those are three of the main franchises that they cannot use on their own. Hulk is Universal. They need to team up with Universal to get the Hulk into the MCU. They had one movie, and ever since then, he's only been someone that is in collaborative other films because they don't want to lose money, and neither does Universal. They have this weird agreement. So they can't keep making Hulk films. They can only put him in the Avengers films, put him in Thor Ragnarok. They can't make Hulk films. And so Hulk, Spider-Man, and the X-Men were the 3 golden franchises that they couldn't touch. And so that's what they did there, is they planned this from day one. This is footage from 2008 or 7, because it's before the movie came out. So, yeah, from Kevin Feige's mouth, boom, called it. And that's the last topic I wanted to talk about. Before we close out, guys, tell me what you think about this down below. Do you believe me now? Do you want to go watch my MCU X-Men Explained video, Mutants in the MCU Explained, that theory video I made for you guys? Check it out if you haven't already. Shameless plug. Also, let me take some comments from the live before we close out. Fancast Forever says, hello, what's up, my dude? He also says, I love these videos, by the way.